Hi everybody, welcome to Mindful Monday. It's Martin Luther King's birthday, the celebration. It's not his actual birthday. I know that because my husband and I actually got married on Martin Luther King's real birthday. So every year we say Happy Anniversary and Happy Martin Luther King Day. So it's kind of special. And I thought we would sort of meditate on one of the yogic principles, which is also very familiar to all of us. It's the first of the 10, they're called yamas and niyamas. They're the guiding principles of the yogic path, and they're very similar to those 10 commandments that were laid out, given to Moses in Exodus in the Hebrew Bible. So the very first yama, all the yamas are sort of guideposts for our living harmoniously in this world. All the niyamas take us a little deeper so that we can live harmoniously with God. And the very first yama is ahimsa, which is nonviolence towards oneself and all living creatures. It's an attitude of universal benevolence and compassion. And it also includes violence against ourselves. So includes negative thoughts we might have about ourselves and others. And it's really kind of the primary first commandment, I guess, if you will, for yogis. So we want to approach our practice just with a sense of goodwill and compassion for ourselves and everyone else. So that's a good place to start, right? So with that in mind, find a very compassionate seat. So if that means propping yourself up, moving your hip flesh out of the way, and letting your shoulders drop down. And just beginning to set up yourself in a way that facilitates your own comfort and ease as we center here at the beginning of our practice, as we always do. So sitting up nice and tall with a bright heart, tucking the chin. Just bring your awareness first to your face. I've noticed lately that my face is tense in different places. So bring your awareness to your brow. See if there's anything going on there. See if you can soften the brow. Soften the chin, the jaw. Notice where your tongue is. See if you can even relax the tongue, dropping it away from the roof of the mouth. Maybe your lips are parted slightly, or maybe they're just gently touching. And bring your awareness down into your throat. See if you can swallow and just relax that throat center. And soften the shoulders, the belly, the hips, the legs. Relax your arms, your hands, and your feet. And from this place of active relaxation, just notice your entire body. If there's anything left that's speaking to you, see if you can encourage it to soften. Begin to notice the sounds in your space. Notice the sounds that are a little farther away from you. Notice the temperature of the air. And that sensation of the clothes against your skin. And become aware of your breath, your natural breath. And then with your lips gently closed, begin to invite in a deeper expression of your breath. Breathing into the nostrils, noticing the sensation of filling up completely. And releasing the air completely. Good. As we breathe together for several more rounds of breath, see if you can slow down your breath. Really notice the nuances of each breath, each one just a little bit different. By now we're practiced in lengthening the breath and allowing the exhalation to be complete and full. So just notice that sensation of being empty as you draw the belly into the spine on the exhale. And that moment of pause before you begin your next breath. As we begin this practice, I'm acutely aware of this beautiful group, this community that we've created, that we're just breathing together. And what a wonderful Ahimsa-like thing to do. And creating peace within. And when Martin Luther King was beginning, he was actually in seminary and he heard about the work of Mahatma Gandhi in India, and he went there to study. Gandhi was long gone at that point, but he studied the nonviolence movement, and he learned, some of the things that Gandhi was teaching or had been teaching that really worked. And even when India and Britain were fighting and India was able to gain independence, Britain and India had a good relationship afterwards, in part because of Gandhi's work. And Gandhi says, if you want to change the world, begin with yourself. So here we are. So let's do that. Let's blink our eyes open and switch the cross of our legs, if your legs are crossed. And just take your hands somewhere on your legs and draw your belly forward, draw your chest forward, shine your heart, draw your shoulders back, and lift your gaze, looking up, opening that throat chakra. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, round forward. Draw your belly into your spine, draw your shoulders forward, chin to chest. Just moving gently, finding some movement just to get the body moving this morning in a gentle, kind, compassionate, Ahimsa-like way. Noticing any little noises, pops, and just modifying your movement so it works for you as we just begin to warm up. We'll take another couple, moving with the breath, inhaling as we shine and exhaling as we round. So good. Good. So this will be our last one, chin to chest, belly to spine, and then come up to a nice tall posture. Let's take 3 shoulder rolls, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And again, noticing any noises you might hear. It's just the sounds of our aliveness, right? And then inhale as you sweep your arms up, look up, let your palms come together above your head and then draw them right down into your heart. Take your chin to your chest and let yourself close your eyes for just a moment. Think of an intention for your day. How do you want to spend this national holiday in observance of Ahimsa, perhaps? When you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up. Well, let your palms touch and take a twist to whatever side feels right. So take one hand to the outside of your leg and take the other hand behind you and lift your heart. Inhale. And as you exhale, take your gaze over that shoulder. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. We'll get into this twist, taking these outside ribs and gently encouraging them to twist. Beginning to ring out. Detoxify the body. Take one more big breath in and a full exhalation. Taking a twist of the neck, taking it only where it works for you. And as you inhale, brighten a little bit more. And as you exhale, slowly unwind. Let's shake that out. Arms up and down. Maybe flick the fingers. Release things. And when you're ready, inhale, reach up, let your palms touch, and take your twist to the other side. Inhaling to shine, lift the heart, and exhaling to twist. Gentle twist until you're ready to take it to your edge. Filling up completely. Gently taking the neck on this side, just noticing any mobility that might be there. Let's keep it positive. Notice the mobility. Don't notice the crunchies. I've always got crunchies. Let's take one more breath. Exhale it out. Maybe twist a little bit more. And then inhale deeply. And exhale, unwind. Good. Shake that out. Up and down. Flick it out. Good. Let's take our legs forward. Let's give our ankles a little pat. Thank them for sitting there so patiently while we got ourselves settled. And then we're going to come to tabletop. We had a request for legs, so we will be getting to legs, but let's pat our knees so that we are nice and comfortable here in our tabletop. Come on in, let the tops of the feet come to the floor and do a little Sophie shake. And then let's take our cat-cow. So as you inhale, draw the gaze upward, draw the belly down toward the floor, tailbone lifts. And as you exhale, just take that Halloween cat shape. Press the mat away. Spreading the fingers nice and wide so you're supporting your wrists. And just move with your breath. A few more here. Finding your cat-cow. Just being gentle until you're ready to take it a little further to your edge. And on this next cow pose, lift your gaze, draw your shoulders back, and then come into neutral. And take your right leg, extend it back, and point the toes down toward the ground. And then take the toes and point them toward your right, so you're opening up that hip, and then take the toes back down. And just a couple more times, turning the ankle from side to side, externally rotating that right leg. And then when you get the toes and the toes are pointing down to the earth the next time, take those toes across over the left leg and let the toes be on the floor. So you have a little flex in your foot. And then take your gaze over towards your toes. See if you can see your toes over there. So you're gazing over your left shoulder. Good. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, lift that leg up. Point your toes toward the floor. And then replace that knee down on the floor, and we'll switch legs. Take your left leg, extend it long, point those toes toward the floor. Get a really nice strong flex in that left foot. And then turn your toes toward the left. Just rotating your ankle. Just noticing that mobility. Right? And let's take one more to the left and one more. Point those toes down to the ground and then take them across your right leg. And the toes are, you have a nice flout, a combination of flex and point, sort of. So you're getting a stretch of your foot. And then take a gaze over your right shoulder and press your toes into the floor. See if you can see those toes behind you. Breathe in and breathe out. And then inhale, lift the left leg, point the toes toward the floor, and exhale, take your knee to the floor. Bring your legs as wide as your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Let's take a child's pose and keep it gentle. Let yourself slowly descend. So this is a stretch for the lower back. You can rock sideways. You can tuck something underneath you. If you have blocks or blankets, you can take them and place them between your hips and your legs. And we'll just breathe here for 2 more breaths. Let's turn our palms up in a gesture of receptivity. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Last breath here, full breaths. Sending the breath down into that lower back. Good. And as you're ready, slowly make your way back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and slowly come into your downward facing dog. Let's move any props out of the way and walk our dog, removing any dog hairs from your yoga pants. I always have dog hairs. I'm sorry, no matter how much I vacuum. Good. Find your dog and press your heels toward the floor. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Press into that spot in between your pointer finger and your thumb. So you're getting, you're really using all of your hands to support your wrist. And then notice what's going on with your shoulders. See if you can tuck them onto your back, drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Good. Inhale, come up on your toes and look forward. And as you exhale, take a walk to the front of your mat. Find your first forward fold, and you can release your palms so they're facing up and just let them dangle wherever they land. So if you have longer arms, you might be able to place them on the floor. And then notice what's going on with your legs. You might want to have a little bend in your knees so that your lower back is supported. And notice what's going on with the back of your neck. Shake your head, yes, yes. And shake your head, no. Good. Just release any tension. You might want to rock side to side. You might want to take a hold of your elbows. And just release into ragdoll here. Let's take 2 more breaths. Really enjoying the stretch, the hamstrings, the lower back. Letting that release, that blood flow coming into the brain. If you ever are dizzy in your forward folds, just come out really slowly. Practice Ahimsa. Last breath in And as you exhale, just release wherever you are. Use your next inhalation to roll your way up. And we'll come all the way up to mountain pose, reaching your arms up, looking up, finding length in the body. Reach way up. Draw the shoulders down. Take a big breath in and exhale your hands down to your heart center and close your eyes. Let yourself just pause here. Notice how it feels to be standing after we were in some other shapes. Just moving the body through space, finding grace in our transitions. And all the while we're breathing. Seems simple, but it's not so simple. When you're ready, blink open your eyes, draw your shoulders back and down. Take your palms and face them forward so you have a nice open chest. And then lift and spread your toes and lower them one toe at a time, starting with that pinky toe, pressing the joints of the toes into the mat. So good for arthritis and bunions and any little foot ailments we might have. We can just hopefully stave them off by bringing blood flow to those areas. When you're ready, inhale, reach up and look up. Get yourself nice and long, fingertips reaching toward the sky. And as you exhale, forward fold. Gentle forward fold with enough of a bend in the knees to protect your lower back. Good. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Draw your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. And exhale, fold again. Good. This time, maybe you have a little more of a straight leg here, maybe not. When you inhale, we're going to rise up, reach up, and then take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Take a side bend. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Take it to your edge. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, take it to the left. Good. Inhale, reach up and look up. Bring your arms into cactus and lean back. Take your first back bend. Only as far as you are ready. And then exhale, swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let's give Nancy her leg stretch. Step back with your left leg and find a long runner's lunge. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Take a twist towards your right. Smile. Exhale, take your right hand down to frame your right foot. So the right knee is right, I'm saying right a lot, is over the right ankle. Good. Let's just rock forward and back just so we can stretch that left hip and you know that muscle. And when you're ready, we're going to hop the left foot forward, straighten the right leg, bring your nose towards your right knee and press that left heel down toward the floor. Taking our pyramid pose, so toes are pointing forward. Big breath in and a long breath out. Good. Relax the back of the neck. One more breath. Good. And then as you exhale, rebend the right knee, kind of slide that left leg back so you're back in your runner's lunge and come up to your fingertips. So your fingertips are on the floor. And then use the strength of your legs to rise up. We'll come into crescent. Draw those pinkies together. High lunge. Good job. Sending those fingertips up toward the sky. If you want to challenge your balance, you can look up. If not, you are perfect. Your choice, your Ahimsa. Take a nice big breath in, and then we're going to send the right arm back and the left arm forward. Take a little twist. Maybe you look back. Maybe. Good. Inhale, coming back to your crescent lunge. So strong. Really strong. We're going to stay on this right leg for just a little while longer. Stay with the right leg bent. Open up to warrior two. So the back foot spins to flat. It's at a little angle, and we've got that right heel to left arch alignment. Good. So right knee over right ankle and shoulders nice and rolled back. Good job. When you're ready, flip your right palm, take your left arm down and your right arm up and lean back. Peaceful warrior. Make a peace sign with your right hand. Good job. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, we're gonna come forward, spinning that left foot so it's facing forward, and bring your fingertips to the floor again. And then bring your palms to the floor. Step your right foot all the way back and lower yourself down. Tops of the feet come down. Come all the way down. Make a little pillow. We'll just pause here and just notice where we've been. Ooh, we have been on a journey together. Rock your hips side to side. And just remember which side you are turned toward so we can give the other side of the neck equal time. Take a nice breath in. Bring your forehead to the center and take your hands to frame your shoulders. Squeeze those elbows in toward the body and draw those shoulders away from the ears. Take a baby cobra. Just use the strength of your biceps to press yourself up. And then as you exhale, lower your forehead down. Rock it out. Let's take baby cobra 2. Inhale. Maybe you rise up a little bit more, maybe not. Your practice. Exhale, lower down. Good job. Okay, so here we go. Take those elbows and squeeze them in. Press yourself up. Come on up either through table or tuck your toes and lift yourself up. Downward facing dog, protecting the back all along. So going super slow. Take a nice big breath in and a long breath out. Good. And as you're ready, you can bend your knees. You can think about hopping towards your hands, and maybe that's not in your practice or you're just not in the mood for it. And you just take a nice slow walk forward and find your forward fold. Let's all take ragdoll here. Release tension in the back of the neck. Breathe in and breathe out. Maybe you release your hands and rock side to side. Maybe you decide you want to take those peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes and draw your elbows out and come into a deeper expression. Maybe you bend your knees and bring your belly to the quadriceps and then play with straightening your legs a little bit more. Good job. All the while, loose back of the neck. And any dizziness just brings you up slowly. When you're ready, inhale, come to your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise, reach up and look up. Reach those fingertips way up to the sky, and then take a hold of your right arm with your left hand, wrapping your left fingers around your right wrist, and lean to the left. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale as you come back up, and exhale. Take yourself to the other side. Good. Nice long stretch. Maybe you're ready for a little more of a C shape. Find your edge. Keep pressing into both feet equally as much as you can. And on your inhale, reach up and look up. Take your cactus arms. Open your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. And then exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale to your halfway lift. And exhale, we'll take our fingertips to the floor, step back with our right leg. Let's take that runner's lunge on the right side. Good, rocking forward and back as you like. Left knee over left ankle. Good. And then take the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Take your twist, reaching that left arm up. Good. Nice big breath in. And exhale. Lower it back down. Maybe you rock forward again, just because it feels so good. Stretching the hip flexor, stretching that leg. You can press the right heel back a little bit more. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. When you're ready, we're going to use our strength to rise up to our crescent. If you lose your balance, you lose your balance. We just come on up. Take those pinky fingers and draw them in toward one another. And find your strength here. Keep pressing back with that right heel. And keep pressing that left knee over the ankle. And if it's starting to wobble inward, see if you can take it more toward the left pinky toe. Good, beautiful. Now we're going to take the right arm forward, take the left arm back. Challenge your balance as you look back, if you dare. It is a balance challenge, especially if you're on carpet. Keep your breath slow and steady. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly unwind. Reach back up to your crescent. And then open up. Warrior two. Here we are. Back to warrior two. Spin that back foot to flat. Oh, we forgot our pyramid pose. We'll get it. We'll get it. No worries. Good. Draw the shoulders down and away. And of course, peaceful warrior. Make your peace fingers. Reach the right arm down, left arm up. Lean back. Good. Strong legs. Strong back. Soft front. Good. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale as you come back through warrior two. And then we'll take our hands to the floor. Spin that right foot so it's facing forward. And we'll take the right leg and just hop it forward. Straighten the left leg. Bring your nose to your left knee and come into your pyramid pose here. Pressing that right heel down to the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. See, it's not always in the same exact order, but we get there eventually, right? Nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Maybe take it a little more to your edge. And when you're ready, take your hands to the floor and step your left foot back. Now decide, here we are in plank. You can always lower your knees and come through tabletop, or rock yourself forward so your shoulders are in front of your wrists, and then lower yourself all the way down. And remembering which way your head was turned, make yourself a little pillow. Mine will be different because I don't want to turn away from you. Make yourself a pillow and just rock it out. Sophie, shake it out. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. We're going to take 3 cobras here. This will be our back bend practice. If you feel like you're ready to take it to a little more of an edge, we can practice upward facing dog. So, forehead comes to the floor. We take our hands to the outsides of the shoulders. Draw those elbows in toward one another. Inhale as you come up to your baby cobra. Now, if you're really ready to come on up to upward facing dog, just lift your knees off the floor and shine your heart. On your exhale, we're going to slowly lower down. Wherever you are is perfect, just where you need to be today. And we'll prepare for our second one. So draw those elbows in, shoulders down away from the ears. Using the strength of the arms, press yourself up to wherever it is you need to be today to get your stretch. Exhale your way back down to the mat. Shake it out. Good. 3rd time's the charm. When you're ready, inhale. Come up to your back bend. Excellent. And as you exhale, knees come either wide or close together. Take your child's pose. And for this child's pose, I'm going to bring my hands back and wrap them around the sides of my feet. So Decide if you want to take an extended child's pose, reaching your arms forward, or maybe you want to give your shoulders a break and bring them here to reach around your feet. Take a nice big breath in and a long, slow exhalation as my tummy growls. Good. Let's take one more breath here together. And let it go. Nice. And when you're ready, use the strength of your arms to bring yourself up and come up to a seat. Let's take the right leg in front. So coming into just crisscross applesauce from Sukhasana. And then take your arms out nice and wide. I'm going to give us a shoulder stretch. So the right leg is in front. So we're going to take the left arm under the right and bring the palms together and come into eagle arms here. So if your palms press together, if you can get them together, great. If not, the backs of the palms. And if you have any shoulder injuries, you might want to skip this. No biggie. You can just take a nice gentle shoulder stretch. So as you inhale, if you are with me in these eagle arms, lift your gaze, lift your elbows. And as you exhale, we're going to round forward like we were in our, bringing our belly into our spine. So like our seated cat-cows. Let's take two more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Good. One more. Your shoulder stretch. Good. Come back to center. Open your arms and give yourself a big hug. Right arm under left, left arm over. See if you can reach for your shoulder blades. Give yourself a nice little rock. Good. Release that, shake it out, and we'll switch the cross of our legs. So the left leg comes forward. And then open up your arms. Take your right arm under your left. Take your eagle. And again, if you just want to take a gentle shoulder stretch here, just extend your left arm. But come into eagle if you're ready. Press the palms together or the backs of the hands together. Inhale, lift your elbows, lift your gaze. And exhale, round forward. The elbows come toward the belly button. Inhale, lift. And exhale, elbows to navel. Good. Rounding the spine, just gentle. Good. Inhale, coming back to center. Take your arms out wide. Take the funky way, whatever way you did before, switch it and give yourself a nice big hug. Nice job. When you're ready, shake it out. If you have a strap, great. We're going to come down to our back. You can thank Nancy for this. Thank you, Nancy. I always love this. We're going to take our left leg up toward the sky, wrapping our strap around it. And if you don't happen to have a strap, you can just reach for the back of your leg, your pants, whatever you can get a hold of here. And then take your strap and just draw your elbows down to the floor. Tuck your shoulders underneath you and come into your hamstring stretch here. So pressing your heel up toward the ceiling, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face, maybe pulling, finding your edge here. Such a good stretch for the backs of the legs. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale it out. And then take the strap into your right hand. Or if you don't have a strap and you can reach for your leg at the ankle, at the shin, at the back side of the foot, we're just going to open up that leg to the right. Take it out, open it up, get that left hip stretched out, keeping it on the floor. And then all the while, see if you can press the right foot forward. Good. So a nice flex in that right foot. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, we'll lift that back up and switch hands. So the left hand would come to the foot, the back of the leg, or the strap, and just cross the leg over. Again, flexing that foot, pressing the heel forward, maybe turning your gaze toward the right here. Big breath. Slow breath. Maybe even closing your eyes. Just feeling this outer hip stretch. Taking it to whatever edge feels right for you today. So if you feel like pushing yourself, that is your form of Ahimsa today. Just go for it. Why not? When you're ready, inhale, reach up. We'll take the strap in both hands and see if you have it in you to bring your nose toward your knee. Good. And then gently release that strap and just let this leg float to the floor. And just take a moment to enjoy the difference between the right and the left leg. Just notice just the subtle difference. And then when you're ready, we'll take it to the left leg. So pressing that left heel toward the ceiling, drawing your arms down toward the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Find your edge here. So if you're holding on to your ankle, flex that left heel toward the ceiling. Toes come toward your face. Maybe draw your elbows down to the floor so you can relax your shoulders. If you take it to an edge that makes your legs shake a little bit, just notice how that feels. Maybe you back off. Find out what your edge is. And just be compassionate with yourself. Please. Flexibility takes time, right? We've been working on this all year, but you know, it's a lifetime practice. So take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then take a hold of that strap with your left hand or your outside of your left leg and open that leg up. Press the heel forward. Maybe turn your gaze in the opposite direction. Good. Keep pressing that heel out. Notice what's happening with your right hip. See if you can gently encourage it to stay on the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. And as you inhale, draw that leg back up. And as you exhale, open it up. Cross it over your body. And press that heel forward. Turn your gaze in the opposite direction. Try not to ding your singing bowl before it's time. Breathe in, smile. Breathe out, smile. Let's take one more breath in, enjoying the stretch of the outer hip, finding your edge. And as you inhale, lift it back up. Take a hold of the strap in both hands and play around with bringing your nose towards your knee. Maybe your hamstring gets a little bit of a deeper stretch. Maybe that little shake thing happens. That's okay. Lower your head and shoulders down, release the strap, and gently let your left leg just float to the floor. And just take a moment to rotate your ankles, going in both directions. And then hug your knees into your chest. Take some circles. Draw some circles in one direction. And then the other. Awesome. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. See if you can Draw your quadriceps into your belly. Good. Nice full breath in. And as you exhale, gently take your knees over to the right. Take your twist. Soft face, soft throat, nice relaxed shoulders. Just closing out this practice with an easy twist. Nothing too crazy. And when you're ready, draw your knees back into your chest. Let's take another hug. Hug those knees in nice and tight. Maybe even draw your nose to your knees. And lower your head and shoulders and gently take your knees over to the other side, taking your twist on this side. Easy deep breaths. Slow exhalations. You've got this. Breathing in. As you're ready, draw your knees back into your chest. Maybe rock from side to side or take any last shapes that might feel good. So happy baby is good, legs up. And eventually we'll make our way to Savasana. So Savasana could look different for you than it does for me. Maybe you cover up. Maybe you place your legs up the wall. I say go for it. Whatever you do, make yourself relaxed, soft, and totally surrender into this final pose where the whole practice integrates. The yogis say this is the most important pose. And kind of concur. And as you're ready, your eyes will close. We'll take one more scan of the body, allowing the attention and the awareness to draw from head to toes, and then toes back up to the crown. And then just find your bliss here. Nothing to do. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Manage and watch your words, for they will become your actions. Consider and judge your actions, for they will become your habits. Acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall become your values. Understand and embrace your values, for they become your destiny." Begin to deepen the breath. Bring some small movements, wiggling fingers and toes and turning your head from side to side. When you're ready, roll to one side and find that fetal position, that shape of rebirth. And just pause to notice how just moving from shape to shape, being tender with ourselves, compassionate with ourselves, as we stretch ourselves to new edges. Notice how that has settled into your body. And stay here a bit longer if you like, or use the strength of your arms to press up to a seat. Notice the length in your spine as you draw your shoulders back down. Notice if there's more room for your breath. And then take your arms wide as though you're ready to give the whole world a big ol' hug with all that compassion we've generated for ourselves and others. And then reach up for all the goodness, reaching way up, stretching yourself, and then draw your palms into your chest and take a bow to your own heart, to your own light. Maybe send a prayer to someone who could either use it, or perhaps to someone with whom you may have had a disagreement, because that will change, maybe not them, but certainly it changes us when we pray for others. Thank you so much for showing up on this Martin Luther King Monday. Thank you for being mindful, friends. Namaste.